Jason Blaha here, getting my first walk of the day and my fasted one. I ran this a few minutes already between my two Facebooks. We'll see how all that does. So let's get in here, get the first walk done. This one is going to be fasted, obviously. It's actually nice and cool out here today. It's really bright, but I think this screen glare thing may help. So I've got an anti-glare screen on here now, or cover, and so I'm going to see how it goes. Rufio, what's up, Coach? What's up, Rufio? I have no likes or anyone watching. There it goes. Took it a second to catch up. So you got me. Also, guys, I have coach slots open. Hit me up, or everyone chiming in early in this. We have 3 coaching slots open. You guys see the results of the people. You see the vlogs. You see the lifts. You guys know what's up. My people obviously get results. No need to even debate that at this point. So, first Life Daddy, appreciate that, Rufio. But I want to get a nice, good, solid walk in here. So, I'm hoping we get some activity in this stream. And I want to stay out of the foresty area. I'm hoping with this anti-glare and it not being too bright yet, I can walk through the neighborhood and be okay. Of course, I occasionally get a clown here. Why are you shirtless? I'm like, dude, it's summer. I pass other shirtless dudes while I'm doing these. I think some people live in weird cultures or something. I'm not really sure. Like, I don't know what's up with that. Maybe they're in very, very strange overseas cultures that it's not appropriate or something. I don't know. That could be it. Like, in some of these, I'm walking by the neighborhood swimming pool. Oh no, he's shirtless by the swimming pool. People are really that dumb. They are that dumb. All right, but let's get some lives. There's more of you coming in here. Let's get those lives up. Let's get some conversations. Let's keep it lively. Keep it flowing. Other people out here walking this morning. I'm reaching the end of the sidewalk. I might turn it around, go down a different path. Hey, Rufio, doesn't matter because I don't discuss my personal life. Like, literally, dude, for all you guys know, I could be married and you wouldn't know it. So, I mean, keep that in context. Like, I keep my personal life so private, the internet will never know, as far as I'm concerned, ever again, what's going on with it. I prefer it that way. So that's kind of my point. Since you guys literally don't know, I could be married and you could be insulting my wife and you would, so think about that stuff. So there's your context. Coach's personal life stays off the internet. All right. But, yeah. So it's that time though, dude. Time of year, man. Got to start trimming down. Be good for business anyways. Good for business, good for my health. So, yep, we just gonna cardio our way down. I always laugh when people are like, oh, you can't cardio your way through weight loss. Like, I actually can. That's how I did it the first time. I think people forget that with me. It's like, dudes, I used to be a 300 plus pound fat guy. And I started jogging originally before I took up weights. Walking is how I lost the big chunk when I got fat again. When I got sick, I could only do limited lifting, and I had a barbell set at home. I ended up getting a little bench eventually, so I was able to do, the basic lifts. But I walked my way to weight loss. With this Francis guy retracted a message. I didn't see what he put. Hey, Rufio, what Francis put? Did anybody see it? How many hours? 2 hours a day is the goal. Tell me you have ever run cross country before. I've never run cross country before. I've never claimed to have run cross country before. So that's a weird one. That was a weird rumor that I used to see pop up. That Blaha lied about running cross country in high school. And I'm like, what? to lie about something, you have to have made the claim. So I thought that was really strange. All right. Like, I literally never made any such claim to my knowledge, unless I was really drunk or something somewhere and didn't forgot about it. And, but you guys would have known. I've had some serious slurred speech. I would never make such a claim because I never did it. All right. So you said distance running. Do you not know what distance? Maybe I don't know what cross country means then, because I don't know what the fuck any of that is. I'm not a competitive runner. Distance running, you get up and run in the morning. You go do a half marathon here or there, you do a marathon. Like, do you not know what distance running means? So for me, I used to start every morning with a 5-mile run before sunup when I was losing weight. So I think cross country is like a formal event or something. I'll have to research it. All right. 3-day push-pull legs versus 5-day body part split. How much better are the gains going to be? 5-day body part split, I don't recommend for naturals. Generally, I cut you at 4. So, Mortal, what are we talking about here? So we start getting into 5-day splits. I mean, you can make it work, Maddie. It's going to be a lot. The reason you would do a 5-day is because you want a lot of volume per body part, and you need to split it up a little more. Makes sense. So this is when we're getting into high volume training, like 15 sets a muscle group or more. And that's not for everyone. Now, if you got the work capacity and you can sustain it, but that's the other point too. This is not for quick workouts. So people who want the 5-day split like that too, or that volume, are usually taking longer breaks so they can get adequate performance for that many sets, right? You ain't coming in and doing a 45-minute workout, or else you're going to lose set performance. So again, drug-free, be careful with that. Jason, becoming a cardio machine. I've been a cardio machine before. Where are you going to running sneaker? I don't know. Dude, I haven't been a runner in 25 years. Why would you ask me that? I just wore Nikes. There you go. Like, seriously, that was it. I wore Nike, which is, again, me being Slavic, is kind of a cultural breach. That's a no-no. Like, dude, but I squat in Adidas when I wear squat shoes. All right, I got to be true to my roots. We do Adidas. Slavs wear Adidas. That's how it works. Can I do bench press sets every 3 days and try to add 1 rep? I don't know. Can you, Francis? I mean, why are you doing 3? You don't set your whole training around a week split like normal people? Justin does push-pull legs and he's natty. Yeah, he does 3-day push-pull legs. He went back. He wanted conjugate again, though, so I put him on conjugate, but he only does 3 days. Hey, Bernie, what does that have to do with training? I'm going to start just getting rid of people for stuff like that. What is a neighborhood patrol? Do I look like a motherfucking police officer to you? What do you mean, in neighborhoods? We have cops. Okay, I live in America. We have police officers. That's their job. What are you talking about? We have local sheriffs who they pay extra to do extra patrols in the neighborhood. But yes, Justin is natty. Justin's also been training like almost 20 years. And just keep in mind, just because the guy looks good, and I mean, think in terms of upper body, he's a 300, 310 bencher. That's not unbelievable. His lower body stuff is strong, but again, he's got years and years of leg training, and I power coached him. He does have good genetics. He doesn't believe he does, and I laugh. I'm like, dude, shut up. You got good genetics. Get those likes up though, guys. What's with all these questions? There's like 7 of y'all asking questions. We only got 4 likes. Hit that like button. Sorry, got to clear that. You guys don't need to see that. Yeah, he definitely's got good genetics. He also trains really hard. He used to overtrain. I got him making gains when we scaled back. He was stuck, like he just kept adding volume. He's doing like 25, 30 sets a week. And I'm like, dude, you got to stop this. You're not on any drugs. He's like, I have gains in a couple of years. Like everything is stalled completely. He was stuck at a 400 squat. I'm like, dude, why are you training this much? And it's funny because now he doesn't even have time. He's just like, I can only get to the gym 3 days a week. But, single with no kids when he started versus, married father now. Do you think my job as a construction worker is some good GPP? Yeah, I think construction workers don't need to do extra GPP. Just get in and lift, you're good. Like all your general physical preparedness will be covered by construction work. So just go into the gym and just get big and strong as hell would be my advice, because you've already got GPP covered, right? You're in a good place there. Is Justin's job intensive? What do you mean intensive? Like intensely sitting at a desk typing? Yeah, dude, he's hammering that keyboard all day at work. Opinion on Bulgarian for increasing one lift at a time. I don't recommend Bulgarian training, personally. I've tried it, I've run it, I've seen the ups and downs of it. I'd say I'm just not a fan. I'd say if you like maxing, run conjugate so that you can max twice a week. Again, my opinion, says me. If the sun comes up more, we're gonna get to really test this anti-glare. So far, it's doing really good. Like I'm able to just walk up and down the streets. Coach is out and getting his paper. Can you dig it? All right. All right. Technically true. I'm up out in the streets and I'm getting paid for this right now. Accumulating pennies. Speaking of which, where's those super chats, guys? Come on, hook a brother up. We were getting some of them. Where they at? Jason, you think you can behind the back? I really don't care. I think the behind the back deadlift is stupid. So, quite frankly, I don't care. No offense. Why? We have a normal deadlift. Why in the behind the back you pretty much have to strap up? Bunch of nonsense, dude. If I'm gonna strap up, then let's just go ahead and do it all out. Since straps aren't allowed in anything but strongman, let's just put a multiply suit on and let's strap up and let's just wrap up like a mummy, like a little strap on Destiny. All right. Yeah. So I just don't have time for that nonsense, man. I'm over here trying to do real lifts. Like you're literally watching what are my lifts I'm mostly doing. My training is based around plus accessory work. You're seeing squats and plenty of high bar squats, conventional deadlifts, bench press with a pause, weighted dips, weighted chins. Those are kind of my current 5 go-tos, right? That's what you see me doing. And then we do accessory work around all of it. Machines, calves, curls, delts. So, I'm just not a fan of the behind the back deadlift. It's a little goofball trick lift. And I get it, it was an old school thing back in the day, but nobody cares anymore. Again, it's just another goofball lift for guys to fake strength. That's all it is. We have normal lifts that we have strength standards for that are contested. That is where you test your strength. Hey Rufio, I feel like you guys ask me that every day. So Rufio, I'll let you type the full answer. It'll save me the breath and I can talk about something else. Go ahead and type out the full answer to the question. Since I say it every day. Not trying to be mean, but man, I get asked that every day and you're in these streams. So I'll give you it one more time. I will compete in powerlifting again one day. I will not tell you guys ahead of time which meet, when, or where that I'm peaking for it. I need to just type that out as a big memo and sticky it at the top of my channel every day. Yeah, it'll save a lot of confusion. No, I'm just being facetious because I feel like I get asked that. I get asked that every single day in the streams, and I answer it every single day. Every day, I feel like a broken record. I should probably just pre-record it somewhere and just loop it in a short every day and get paid for it. Because people care, they ask. So, no, it's all good, Rufio. I'm just being funny because I'm walking. And that's an old song. What song is that? It's like from the 50s. That's older than me. Have you seen the high carb sugar diet? I've only heard about it and it sounds stupid. So give me the cliff notes, Tony. Are they literally consuming refined sugars? What do we mean a high sugar diet? I mean, it's fine if they're eating a bunch of fruit and getting some protein. You know, like, look, dude, if you're eating watermelon, bananas, and chicken breast, it's probably okay. But if they're standing around consuming refined sugars, Francis, I don't see people who look like me walking around, but let's be realistic. All right, I'm on the edges. So my town is technically a suburb of Houston, the city of Spring. All right. You are aware of how many IFBB pros live in Houston, right? There's over 100. There's actually some IFBB pros in my town. So that being said, kind of funny. For my age, yeah, I mean, there aren't many guys carrying my muscle at my age anywhere. They're out there, but they're not common. They're rare. I've met a couple, but they're at events and stuff. What sort of shape? I mean, none of them are like great physiques. I mean, some of them are reasonably fit. Like one of the guys who's always out doing stuff, he's does a lot of cycling, he does a lot of bike riding. And he's in my age bracket. I mean, he's not jacked though. He joked first time he saw me out walking around, I stopped and chatted with him. Have you ever seen the drunken honey pre-workout trend influencers? No, I've already addressed. I've got well, it'll come out eventually. I made a video, I think, on that. I don't know if it's coming up yet. The honey doesn't make sense pre-workout. Right? But no, I mean, I'm in Texas, guys. I mean, I've seen guys out here who are fat, shirtless, doing their stuff, mowing their lawn in just shorts. You know, dudes who are 300 pounds and don't lift. I mean, it happens. Francis, about 12% you should have a reasonable six-pack. Depends on the person, though. But depending on the person, anywhere between 10 and 14%, but 12% on average about. That was 2 meets ago, Rufio. It wasn't the last meet. It was the last 198 meet. But yeah, I put them up on Instagram and everything. They're all there somewhere. Yeah, I mean, I had veins everywhere, but I did a 23-pound water cut. Texas seems like, yeah, taxes are low, cost of living is low. Property taxes are where you get hit here. So if you are a homeowner, that's been kind of a scam. You got to watch for, like that's how they get you here. Like there's no state income tax, so it's only federal. Sales tax is low. Property tax is where they get you though. So there's a trend of where they're taking people's houses and they're estimating the values. Oh yeah, we've appraised your house and it's worth $200,000 more than you paid for it now, and then they tax you on it. Jason, on overhead press, does the bar have to touch your chest or below? It should touch your chest. I mean, if you're capable, you shouldn't short the range of motion beyond what you're capable of doing. Now, you don't want to rotate your shoulders to get it to your chest, but if you have the ability to keep the elbows in the correct position, the forearms, and you can touch your chest, you should. Rufio's right. Everybody in here drop a like. Get those likes up for Coach. Land, I don't know anything about land. Land, you got to go outside of the cities. I have no idea. Land is expensive now. But are you talking suburbs? So I don't know on land, dude. That's going to drive the cost way up. The land's going to be worth more than the house. But if you're talking just a normal neighborhood, like where I'm at, houses are for a 3-bedroom, $200,000. But you're just going to have the lot that the house is on, you know, on a street with other houses. 200, 250. You can start getting to 300,000. You can get a pretty nice 4-bedroom. Like houses are not expensive here at all. Well, it's just, that's where they do make their money, realistically. Is it possible to bench 315 natty with a full 6-pack? It's possible, Francis, but that's like a lifetime goal. Make sense? That is like something that you set as my lifetime goal. I want to have a full 6-pack and bench 315, no drugs. Like, that's like a 15-year type goal. Well, they don't sell houses with gardens. Unbelievable. You have to make your own garden. Like, it'll just be grass. The house will have grass, and you can do whatever you want with it. Oh, yeah. Houses in the U.S. versus the U.K., they're like 20 to 30% of the cost here for the same size. If not, yeah, maybe sometimes 20%. 405 natty with a 6-pack, pretty well impossible unless you're a massive guy. What I mean massive is like a 6'5" guy who dedicates his life to training, who's just big frame. That's different. You're talking an average height guy, 405 natty with a 6-pack. I mean, there might be a few genetics, but they're going to be by far the exception. Nobody near average genetics is ever going to reach that. Again, it would be excessively rare. I mean, I don't want to say impossible, because I mean, that's like saying no one has ever won the lottery. Nobody has ever been struck by lightning. It's impossible. Well, you know, people have won the lottery. So much scammy stuff these days. I'm jealous that my parents got to live their lives 40 years ago. Much better time to be alive, I guess, in some ways. Let alone pause. Francis. So again, I don't like to say impossible, but let's just say statistically improbable. Because that's one of those things, it's like, yeah, there might be a handful of dudes out there. You know, they're just so exceptionally rare. You're talking 1 in a million genetics, 1 in 10 million genetics. It's not 1% of the population able to do that, no. Rufio, am I still friends with Emma and Lewis? Yeah, I mean, I don't talk that regularly. Lewis is a client, actually. Um, but that's all I'm going to say on it. I don't like to talk about my clients' personal lives and all that. That's not people's business, you know. So definitely not people's business. But yeah, this weather is nice. It is actually cool out here. It's like 72, 73. Nice cool little breeze coming through. I'm not a fan of street lifting, Francis, because again, doing dips with that sort of weight is absolutely a pec tear just waiting to happen. Bench pressing is objectively safer. That's my only concern. I don't know what else they do in street lifting, by the way. I just know they do weighted dips and weighted chin-ups, right? I don't know what else they do, but I've only heard about, I'm assuming the chin-ups. So far, if I go off of what I've heard, and only what I've heard, I have no actual reason to believe it's anything but doing a weighted dip. Right? So, but I'm assuming they do weighted chins also. Do they do anything else? So it's weighted dip, weighted chin. Yep, get rid of these losers. We got to get rid of the losers. Did you ever watch Ninja Warrior? No. Nope. I heard about it, but I never watched it. Greg, what are you talking about? What Greg are you talking about? I don't know any Gregs. I don't have any friends named Greg. What a weirdo. I've looked up guys who can bench 400 or 500, 100 kilograms raw, including meat league was about 1 in a million. That's including untested. Yep. Okay. Strength lifting is 4 lifts, muscle ups. Are the muscle ups weighted, or is that for just for reps or something? Dips, pull ups, and squats. Okay. Yeah, Marcinio, that sounds about right. And it's not saying there aren't guys who've benched even more. I mean, dude, there's, at this point, plenty of 500-pound raw benchers under that. But they ain't drug free. So yeah, we should use the tested or untested. JC, I have no idea who Greg is. Right. Keep in mind, there's multiple influencers I've interacted with named Greg, but none of them live anywhere near me. So, what's your 1 rep max on a weighted dip? I don't know. I don't care. Right now, I'm going full range of motion instead of even trying to do the 100 I was doing for the 90. I'm going as deep as possible. So when I cut down to just one plate, 45, when I go to my full range of motion and pause sometimes, I'm getting 8 reps. All right. Just stop it parallel. I was doing sets of 10, 3 sets. It just seems like an accident waiting to happen. You know, it's not as safe as a bench. I can't afford accidents like that at this point in my career and life. I didn't cancel any appointment with anyone. Get out of here. Yeah, what a weirdo. Like I'm going to cancel appointments and turn down money and not make more money. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. These trolls, man. Yeah, that doesn't even make good sense. Because here's the thing, guys. If I'm setting up a consultation for a client, I'm trying to lock them in as a client. If I'm doing the regular calls, I won't repeat customers. So what are you talking about? Like, I generally want people's call to go so good that they hire me for another one in a few months. I'm running a business here, guys. I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to goof off like that. All right. Kelly Muscle says if a person can do a single muscle up there a week. Hey, Francis, the fact that you listen to anything coming out of Cali Muscle's stupid, insane mouth, I don't know what to say. Next, you're going to tell me that you're going to live on a pure watermelon diet and have a 1,500 nanograms per deciliter testosterone with no drugs after coming off everything. You know, stop and think about the guy you're talking about. All right. Have you ever trolled a troll? No, I wouldn't. Hey, Rufio, they've paid for the time. None of my trolls have $100. You do know they're all literal losers. They don't have $100. No troll has ever paid me. In all the years of doing this, not once has a troll ever paid for even the $25 consultation to get in a call, let alone the $100 for a non-client. That's why I do the $25 fee. It weeds out all the trolls. Because as soon as it comes to paying the money, the actual trolls drop the application process and then they scream their crazy lines to me. Makes sense? So I can say in the over 5 years I've been doing the coaching through my channel, so far, not once has a single troll ever paid for any consultation. Not even once. And I don't think they ever will. Yeah, they really are broke. So, just is what it is, homie. It is what it is. Oh man, I wonder how long this walk has been. What time did I start? Because I did a quick Facebook on profile and page. This is 32. No, just this one. This is the third stream in this walk. So I'll just keep going for a bit though. Yeah. I'll have to go back and time it. I can go look at how long the 2 Facebook ones were and then add it to my total later. I just lost track because I did 3 because I did a few minutes in both Facebooks. I just don't know, were they 2 minutes or were they 8 minutes or what were they? You know. Good morning, Coach. Getting ready for my morning walk after my coffee, Desert Woman. People always get these people who are like, there's no real women in here. I have tons of women fans, especially on Facebook. A lot of people confirm that like he does. Desert Woman is actually a real woman because she also has an Instagram. So how you doing, Desert? There you go, morning walk after the coffee. That's exactly what I'm doing. Rock on with it. Morning, Coach. Good morning, Atomic. Manuel, I've been following you. Dude, lots of people. Like I had one client who hired me and he laughed about it because he's like, dude, we were all kids and you were like the uncle we all looked up to at the gym because we were all working out at like 15 or 16 and he's like in his 20s now. And he's like, we all watched your stuff because you were like the uncle of the lifting world for us. It's kind of funny. Coach, I lifted 175 for 4 reps on a rep press day. You think I'm close to 400? I think so. Close to 200? Yeah, I think you are. Desert Woman doing great. Awesome. Atomic, I ran Ice Cream Fitness 5x5 in high school. A whole lot of people ran that in high school. Man, when you got those teenage hormones and if you're pounding down food, that program built so many high school guys. Heard you when I was like 15. I remember you as the thinking man's lifter back. Yeah, we tried to be. Will Ice Cream Fitness version 3 in the future? I don't know, man. Do we really need them? No, the other 2 both work really well. Jason, you look really good for your age. Thank you. I hear that a lot in person. I mean, I'm obviously an older guy, but, you know, I've definitely had people say they're surprised I'm 48. But that's just a training, good diet. Training and good diet. All right, cool. So I think this has been probably close to a long enough live. Plus we've kept a really good pace because I didn't go in the other area. I stayed out on the sidewalks because I've got the anti-glare screen now. 5x5s are brutal if you do them right. Yep. Not many people holding that much muscle mass still at near 50. Do you know why that is, Rufio? Because most of them use more drugs, too many drugs. And you can't do that as you get older, and they didn't get the lifestyle diet in. That's something other coaches I talk to, because I don't put all of it here. Like I have other coach friends who we talk in detail about what we use. And there's some of them are surprised that of what I actually run versus my strength levels at this age. In general, these are other coaches. For those who don't know what that means, so I'll just, without going in details, coach is on 400 milligrams a week right now. All right, coach, how long the nervous system takes to recover from a failed rep? Let's say a 5 rep. So your nervous system's not the problem. Like my CNS fatigue is going to be 20 times higher than normal because of all the cardio, right? It's not your nervous system. It's how long do your muscle fibers need, right? It's muscle fibers, homie. Yeah, definitely stay away from trend. I can tell you the only things I recommend for guys 40 plus. 4 drugs and 4 drugs only. You guys ready? Testosterone, primobolan, nandrolone, growth hormone. That's it. That should really be your only 4 options on the table. Creatine's not a drug. Yeah, trend messes with everybody. I'm not a trend fan. And it will definitely not get as you get older. I can't do trend. Oh my God, it's Jason Blaha. What's up, CEO? Yes, it is. Why don't you train us? Francis, you see me do sets to failure pretty much every workout. I do a lot of stuff to 1 rep in reserve, but I do some sets to failure every workout. I do some. But failure means you go till it won't move. Failure doesn't mean you cheat and scream and flop around trying to do a rep you can't do. Thoughts on MK 677, of course, because of moderate. Rufio, who lied to you? I have clients who've done MK and I've done MK. Who told you it has no side effects? The side effects are higher than on growth hormone. Like growth hormone is objectively better than MK 677. For 2 reasons. The MK has all the side effects of growth, plus it increases appetite for most people and it makes you boofy. It makes you retain more water in your face and stuff. Because you don't need to train to failure in all your sets. Can a natty get gyno because of diet? 100%. Plenty of natties have gotten gyno from their diet. The overwhelming majority, let me be clear, Francis, 99% of guys with gyno have never done steroids. Just an FYI. Hey, I hit a 660 deadlift. Naturally, after 12 years natty, 100 kilograms, am I good? Dude, you're elite. CO, you are an elite lifter by all standards. Is a 660 possible natural? Yes, it's very rare, but it's possible. Do you think most of the gyno is caused by tests? No? No. All right, guys, I'm going to wind this down. I've got a leaf blower going out here, my neighbors, and I'm pretty much home. So I love you guys, and I'll talk to you next time.